When do you usually get up in the morning? I think that it's better to be an early bird. Do you usually have the same morning routine every day?
Kakak, right? Kopi and kretek. Wah.
No! Okay, so daily routine. When do you usually get up in the morning?
I usually get up around, I'd say around 6 a.m. So I try to make sure I have a healthy morning schedule.
So you're much better than me then.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I say anything earlier than 7 or 8 a.m., my dad is going to be like, you're a liar, you know? So I usually wake up around 6 a.m. because my parents wake me up. But if my parents don't wake me up, I'm awake at 8 a.m., which is not good, you know? Do you think that it's better to be an early bird?
Yes. The early bird catches the worm.
I don't think that's the right phrase. The early bird gets the worm.
The early bird gets the morning worm.
Whatever. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, right. So why though? But you know, nowadays it's no wait no. This is a huge debate that I have with my parents. Okay, so my question is it true that the early bird gets the worm, or can you be equally as productive even if you start or wake up at like 10 a.m. and then you finish work at like 10 p.m. or something like that?
I guess the answer to that is it depends on if you're a working person, it depends on the nature of your work. And I guess it just depends on your lifestyle. Like if your lifestyle requires you to work until the middle of night, then if you wake up at 10 a.m., it doesn't mean you're not doing good. For me personally, waking up in the morning is good because it discourages me from staying up late at night. Because usually when you stay up late at night, that's when you usually, you're just scrolling, you're just watching something. Like, I personally believe that once my day is done, call it a day, start again the next day.
Yeah. I mean, this is my argument, right? It's beneficial for some people to wake up in the morning because your work day starts at like 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m. or something like that. Or you're working at 9 to 5, you know? Then it would be better for you to wake up earlier so you're more fresh, and you have time to have like you maybe do yoga in the morning or something that's healthy, right? But if you're working like me, where my work schedule starts like after noon, literally, like, and then it ends at 10 p.m., I don't think it's beneficial for me to force myself to wake up at like 5 a.m., be ultra productive, because by the time when I'm teaching at like 9 p.m., I'm going to be sleepy.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
And this is a huge debate that I have with a lot of my family members in general. So, yeah. What is this?
Like to ask, do we have a schedule for our lives?
Live schedule. Should we make a live schedule like every Monday? Is that too much?
I don't know.
You're the one that's far away. That's the thing.
That's true. I'm the one that's far away. Well, what if we do go live? Whatever we do when we're live will end up on YouTube anyway. So yeah.
Next one. Do you usually have the same morning routine every day?
Yeah, more or less, I would say so. Typically, if I were to walk you guys through the day in my life, at least in the morning, I usually wake up in the morning and I do the exact same thing. I turn off the air conditioner, I open the curtains, and then I go outside. I usually drink like a bottle of water, or at least 1 liter of water. I just down it to get my hydration started. And then usually, depending on if I need to be somewhere, then automatically I'm going to brush my teeth, shower, and get ready. But if I don't need to be anywhere, then usually after I'm awake for half an hour, I would have some coffee. I just have black iced coffee, nothing special.
Black coffee?
Yeah.
Ew.
I don't drink coffee for the taste, I drink it for the function. Because usually whenever I meet people that say, oh, I love coffee, there's the ones that really like coffee, and then there's the ones that just like the sugar. So I have my cold black coffee in the morning, and and once the caffeine hits me, if I have nowhere to be that morning, I do my morning workout. Yep, and that's more or less my life every day unless I have to be somewhere.
Yeah, my morning routine looks more like this, where I wake up, try my hardest to get out of bed because I love the bed. It's so comfortable. I just like laying down in general. Don't look at me like that. I like laying down in general, right? What else? shower. No, I eat breakfast first. I go eat breakfast. Sometimes it's a protein bar, sometimes just a random banana or random fruit that exists in the house. On the weekends, maybe it's like bubur ayam or something like that, you know, chicken porridge. Best breakfast thing. And shower, do some work, and then go to the office, you know, this office right here. Yeah, that's it. So, you guys are so healthy. What do you mean? I am like the least. He's healthy. I am not. There we go. Okay. So, next question. Do you ever change your routine? No.
For the most part, I try to be as consistent as possible every day. Like, because I'm not someone that's a fan of changing things up. Usually I'd rather start my day and do the same things every single day. That way I'm in autopilot too, so if I'm super sleepy, I'll be on autopilot, and then I guess when I regain my conscience, I'm like, ugh, alright, how long have I been awake? If you know, you know.
Yeah, my routine is consistent. You know, I do mostly the same things every day. Maybe the only thing that switches up is the amount of students I teach in a day, the amount of classes I have, right? My routine is dictated by how many classes I have. So if I have classes in the morning, I'll wake up earlier. If I have classes only at night, I'm gonna be more relaxed in the morning. Most of the time it's still consistent though. Yeah, doesn't really change. What's that?
Lost that summer. No, like I woke up and light up my cigar. Hey, will you
Cigar?
You do you. I mean,
No.
Cigar, cigarette, whatever
Cigar
it
or
is.
cigarette? That's my question.
Hey, whatever you do, respect. Make sure you do it consistently.
No, that's not respect. What do you mean?
Hey, it's a real thing. Some people wake up in the morning, they light up their cigarette, they hit it, and that nicotine is what wakes them up. It's a real thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I don't know if that's a good idea.
you know Kaka, right? Kopi and kretek. Wow.
No.
I'm not encouraging anything here, guys.
Yes, he's
but
not
you do
encouraging
you.
anything. You know, we try to be non-judgmental, but I'm judging.
I am not judgmental.
I'm judging. He's not. Okay.
Freedom of speech, I believe in that. Say what you feel. I will support you.
No. Yeah.
Hey, Lex.
Okay, Lex said, if only the IELTS interviewer were chill like this, I'd start yapping for hours and gossiping with them. You know, here's the thing, you can yap, you know, but the thing is, you have to stay within the boundaries of the question, right? And the reason why it seems really unfriendly is because they don't say anything back, right? So you can have a conversation with yourself, you can imagine that you're talking to a friend, but the examiner will not talk back to you.
Yeah, because back when I was younger, I was in a program called IGCSE, and I had a speaking test, and I'd like to say it's a little bit more difficult than IELTS, because they are more critical when judging you.
Probably.
Because IELTS is mainly for second language English speakers, whereas the one I took was for first language English speakers, and that's what it felt like. It was just me, the teacher, and then there was a little, what do you call those, recording devices, and basically it felt like I was having a conversation with myself, but I was speaking with the tonality of speaking with someone.
Who is this? Does this person know you?
Lost that summer, damn Dean, ha ha ha.
Type she.
Yo, who's that?
This is Gen Alpha language. This is Gen Alpha language. That's crazy. Okay. So, what the term in English, like your activities as mager, malas, gerak? How do you translate that to English?
So if somebody were to ask me like, oh Dean, let's do this, let's do that.
Mager, malas, gerak. How would you say that?
How would I say it? Nah, not feeling it today.
Yeah, I would be like, nah, I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
You know, I'm on a date with my couch. You can also say stuff like, wait, am I like way too far away from the microphone? Wait a minute. If someone asks you to do something and you're like, I'm mager, malas, gerak, you can say, I'm too lazy, can't be bothered. That's what I say, you know. Yeah, what was your answer again? I forgot.
Basically, the way you answer is, nah, not feeling it. Basically, I don't feel like it today, or I just flat out say, I'm tired, I'm not going anywhere.
Or you can literally translate mager, malas, gerak. You can just be like, you know, I'm too lazy to get up. You know, I can't be bothered to move right now, like that. So, yeah, I've said that a few times. Okay. Damn, Dean. Ha 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 ha. Okay, there we go. Type sheet.
Yeah.
Kakak.
Yeah.
Kakak, what is that?
Kopi kretek, baby. Woo.
Try to live more healthily, guys. Thank you. We will. Yes. I will. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you can speak bahasa, mister.
Yoi.
Coba bahasa Indonesia ya sekarang.
Saya kan anak Indonesia. Bahasa Indonesia saya jauh lebih bagus daripada pemain timnas.
Oh ya, bahasa Indonesia lebih bagus dari timnas.
Emang Miss Hilgers, J8 Kevin Dix, emang mereka bisa ngomong bahasa Indonesia? I'll let you guys answer that.
That's so amazing. Okay. Berapa per bulan? You have to WhatsApp our admin ya. Okay, guys, please, American slang. What is American slang?
American slang? What kind of things are you looking for? What kind of slang?
What kind of slang?
Because it's so broad.
Maybe we can translate Indonesian slang. That would be fun. Yeah. But then again, I'm not confident in my Indonesian slang. That's the thing. So, where are you from, Dean?
I was born and raised in Jakarta, but I was in the U.S. for university, so I'd say saya anak Jakarta.
Anak Jakarta dia. Apa namanya? Kalau dengerin doang, suatu saat apakah bisa paham? Bisa. If you just listen, you can kind of understand it, right?
Yeah.
But I think you need to combine it with reading. Yeah. Jadi not just listening. Only listening I don't think is enough. Listening and reading is a good combination to learn the language faster. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, depends on the way you learn as well. Like some people learn with this, some people learn with this. Just whatever works best for you, because everyone's different.
Oh, that too. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Okay, what is this?
Mrs. Shields asks, Kak, untuk usia 6 tahun bisa terima juga?
Aduh, 6 tahun susah belajar online, anak SD ya.
Yeah.
6 tahun untuk anak SD is hard to teach kids online.
Yeah. My recommendation is have them watch kids TV shows,
Yeah.
and they'll naturally start picking up phrases. I have a couple of cousins that have kids. They're both under 8 years old, and they speak English like they're native speakers.
Yeah.
And they've never officially learned English just from being on YouTube, scrolling on the phone. I mean, they're kind of iPad kids, but just from scrolling and hearing people speak language. Yeah, one day I haven't seen a kid in like 4 years, and then when I was last back in Indonesia, the kid walked up to me and started speaking English, like, "Hey, Uncle Dean, how you doing today?" And I'm like, "Whoa, who taught you how to speak English, kiddo?" "My phone." "Oh, cool."
Yeah, so you should just, maybe if you don't want to give them a phone, put it on the TV or something, English YouTube channels, YouTube Kids, English content every day for a few hours a day. You don't have to put them in less people. Or you can just play, kids, what is that?
David Luna asks, "Hello, how can I get the accent North American? What kind of accent are you looking for?"
North American accent?
I guess it's just there's different kinds of accents
There's
in
a lot of
America.
North American accents.
There's a Cali accent. There's the New York accent, you
No,
know.
I'm not even close. Oh, I'm not
Hey! Just get sound pissed off.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee. Oh yeah. Would you like a cup of coffee?
Hey, Ma.
Hey, Mom.
Or the Southern accent, which was what I'm trying to hide because I just got back from
Y'all.
Texas. So I'm hoping my Southern accent doesn't come out every so often.
Yeah. The thing is, I grew up in Texas also, so my brother has more of a Southern accent than me. But if I'm around too many Southern people, it will start to happen. That's kind of sad. Okay. Oh.
What does that mean?
Oh my God, we have 15 cents, 16 cents.
Wow.
Sumpah, kalau kalian donate tuh kita kayak bahagia, padahal donate-nya cuma 1 sen gitu kan. That's amazing, sumpah. How much is that? 1.000, 1.000 ya? 2.000 ya? 2.000 rupiah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, apa nih? Boleh tahu nggak Miss Wina dan Mr. Dean itu pernah ikut tes IELTS nggak? Boleh tahu nggak what you guys got? Oh, for speaking, I got 8.5, but I didn't practice. That's the thing. I don't even know what the IELTS test is. Jadi waktu itu aku daftar IELTS, nggak tahu kenapa. Mungkin buat kerja dulu pernah ya aku daftar. Terus I got for my speaking 8.5. Dan aku tuh nggak tahu IELTS tuh kayak gimana, tapi that's my score.
I never took the IELTS because I'm a native speaker, and because when I was in school, I did first language English programs. But when I first went to college in the US, because I was bunched in with the other international students despite being American, because I went to school abroad, the week before the semester started, we had to do an English how would you describe it? Basically an English test to show where your language is, and there were hundreds of people that took it. And if I recall, of the hundreds of people that took it, like 5 people got into college English off the bat, and I was one of them. So when I was 17, I took English 101, which is a college level English, and English 102, and I got a very, very humble 3.8 and 3.9 GPA for those two.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Almost perfect. Almost perfect.
Nobody's
Okay.
perfect.
Ooh, thanks for sharing. What is this? It looks like Tumblr era. Yeah, the filter. Yeah, okay. Oh, what? So many comments. So many messages. Wait a minute. We can't read all of them. American Dream.
Oh, ngeri oi, kayo ningong Miss Hilgers. Yeah.
Who's Miss Hilgers?
The national team player.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't follow soccer.
Right.
I almost said football. I almost. You know, here's the thing. I went to a British international school, but I speak American English. That is ridiculous, but that's why sometimes I say, what's it called? Lift? Is lift American or British? British.
What? Like elevator?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I say lift. Lift is British English. American English is elevator. Football.
Soccer.
Yes. French fries. Oh, kebalik.
Fries.
Fries, chips. British gitu. Cuman aku nggak British ya guys. I'm American English, unfortunately. Okay.
American Dream. What do you think about learning English through cartoon
It's
slash
a good
series?
idea.
Yes, 100%.
Learn English through cartoons. Watch K-pop Demon Hunters.
I watched that actually the other day. It was banger.
Sumpah. Guys, you have to know. Dean randomly texted me. He's like, you should watch K-pop Demon Hunters. And I just watched it. What do you do?
Yeah, I watched it. It was great.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
soundtrack, you know.
Yeah.
Soda Pop. I got that stuff on repeat.
My little soda pop.
Oh. Me and my buddy, we were watching it, we were like... Yeah.
Okay, it was a vibe. It was a vibe.
Amazing soundtrack. K-pop Demon Hunter is only on Netflix.
No, my favorite is Golden though. Not gonna lie, that is a great soundtrack.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
favorite, you know the one where they go free. That was pretty good.
Which one? Which one is that?
The one that's the girl and the bad guy. They were singing together.
Oh, the duet song.
Yeah, the duet song.
Yes, the duet song was great. Yeah. If you guys watch K-pop Demon Hunters, kita ngayon scroll ke bawah aja dulu. Karena the comments are lagging because of us. Okay. What else? Born and raised in America. How to say sumpah in English?
I swear.
I swear. I swear.
Like for example, sumpah Win.
Mm.
McD enak banget.
Yeah, McD enak banget.
I swear,
I
Wina.
swear.
McD's really good.
Yeah. Or if you're saying, sumpah, gitu, kayak lu nanya gitu, nggak yakin, really? That's what you
Yeah.
say, right?
Yeah,
Damn.
basically.
You can also say that. Okay. First step to learn English is grammar or learn vocabulary first, then grammar.
Learn the words and learn how to put them together.
Vocabulary first, grammar will come naturally most of the time. Yes. That's all. Okay. I learned by talking more with native speakers. Yeah, that's a good thing to do.
Get your reps in.
It doesn't have to be native, but it could be an Indonesian person that's really good at speaking English is also fine. Mr. Din orang Indo.
Yeah, saya orang Indonesia.
Mr. Din orang Indo.
Ya, saya kan orang Indonesia. Saya kan lahir sama gedenya di sini.
Ya, anak Jakarta dia tuh.
Anak Jaksel. Izinkan aku.
Wina, let's do a challenge. Speak English with Indonesian accent. Jadi saya tidak suka berbicara seperti ini karena isn't that? Wait, what is that? Was I doing correct?
Speak English with an Indo accent.
Kebalik guys, kebalik.
Hey Wina, are you free this weekend? Do you want to watch movie?
Gimana? I don't know how to do it. That's the thing. I literally cannot. You know, I'm sorry, but I think my English is more Indonesianized now. Is that a word?
How are you guys fluent in
No.
both Indo and English when you all are raised in Texas? So I was born and raised here. I've lived in Texas the last few years, so I'm now back in Indo.
Same. Wait, what is that? Taro. Oh, okay. How are you guys both fluent? I'm not fluent in Indonesian. I mean, I am for conversation, but writing, I struggle. I cannot write a karya tulis ilmiah in bahasa Indonesia. I will cry, right? That's me. But my Indonesian is good for speaking. That's it. Yeah. I'm fluent because I use both. Both. Yeah. My parents would speak in Indonesian. In school, I would speak in English. So that's basically what
Okay.
happened.
So Turu asks, bedanya baca can sama can't. Can't. Can't itu singkatan cannot, alias tidak bisa.
Yeah, there's a difference. Can and can't. Ada tag-nya belakangnya, kedengeran nggak? Ada tag-nya, ya. I don't understand how some people. It's difficult for you when you're listening, I guess, yeah. But there is a difference. You have to listen a little bit closely, though, yeah. Can and can't. There's a difference. Okay. Bisa nggak naikin band speaking dari 4 ke 6 1 minggu? Nggak bisa. No. Kalau band kamu IELTS speaking 4, kamu mau naikin ke 6 dalam 1 minggu nggak bisa. It literally has to be like at least 6 months, at least. Dan itu juga kamu belajar setiap hari, ya.
Ada prosesnya.
Nggak bisa. 4 ke 6 1 minggu nggak bisa. 6 bulan minimum, dan itu kamu setiap hari harus lesnya kalau kayak gitu. Mr. Dean suaranya kayak AI. Sounds like AI.
I disagree.
But your face is 100% bule.
It's
Wow.
literally not.
Dia mix loh mukanya. You do look foreign though, not gonna lie. Mostly. I would say like 80% foreign.
I mean, when people see
20%
my face, they still go, "Oh, he's Indo." But when they see me in person and they see my height, that's when they're like, "Oh, okay, foreign."
Foreigner. Okay.
Yeah, I'm 6'1", so that's 186 centimeters for
kurang
context. Kurang medok, bener bung.
Okay. Width dan width gimana cara bacanya? Width and width is the same thing, ya? I think.
Yeah.
Width as in lebar, you know? Length and width sama, width. Right?
Yeah, even though it's spelled that way,
I'm
it's,
Indonesian, but my
it's
accent
silent.
is like Aussie. Oh!
Whoa,
Good day, mate. That's not it.
crikey! Look at that croc right there. What a beauty!
You're really bad at the Australian accent, though. My brother is really good at the Australian accent. He's really good. Because he spent like a year or 2 years watching Australian YouTuber like every day, and then he just naturally picked it up. It's hilarious. Okay. Apa nih? Kalau writing band 6 ke 8 request berapa lama? Writing band 8 sulit, bos. I don't know. If you practice every day, I would say still pretty much like a year. I don't know, a year. Yeah.
There's a process.
Lama. Apa? Lu bacain.
All these requests. Lost Summer asked me, "Hey, please do English with a Singaporean accent." I went to a Singaporean international school, so I know a thing or two about that. You know, you walk around school, you're running. Hey, you! Stop running lah! Din, takin your shooter! Something like that. I basically grew up hearing that every week, so respect.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Kalau 5 ke 5 ke 7 butuh berapa bulan? Nggak bulan, tahun kali menurut aku ya. Oke, apalagi speaking itu paling susah untuk naik ya. Speaking sama writing is really difficult for you to improve on because you have to do it every day. Tahu tekniknya doang nggak cukup, harus latihan ya. Dean freaking funny.
Thank you.
Ini kelas kripto. Lu nyasar finance bro. Finance bro nyasar ke sini kripto. Bukan kripto coy. High class dude. Hi classmate. Is that your friend? Or is it my friend?
I don't know any Aryas.
Some of my friends have found me via this, which is kind of scary, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't even use TikTok, so.
Okay, kelas apa ini rame banget? Enggak, ini bukan kelas, ini kita tuh lagi IELTS podcast. We're talking in English mostly ya, guys, okay? So what would you do when you okay? So he said yes would go. What is that? You read that.
What?
Siapa ini?
What would you do if when you okay, so he said yes would go? That's not a complete sentence.
Grammar, I don't think we can understand that sentence yet. We really tried to understand it, but I don't get it. What are you trying to say? Okay, what is that? OMG, I get it. It's a meme. Meme? We say Jakarta or Jakarta? Jakarta.
If you say Jakarta, but if you're in Jaksel, Jakarta. Saya kan anak Jaksel. Saya tinggal di Jakarta.
Where do you live? Oh, I live in Jakarta. Jakarta, you know. But honestly, I do sometimes say Jakarta. Yeah. Yeah, tapi ya aksen Indonesia Jakarta, you know, but like Jakarta. Nanti dengar orang bicara Inggris tapi susah buat balas ngomongnya. Ngerti dengar. Cara biar bisanya gimana? Practice.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it, honestly. Just
My English level is B1. Is it good enough if you want to take IELTS preparation? What is your goal? What score do you want? Where are you going? You know, are you going to a university? Then you usually would need minimum 6 or 6.5 or 7 or 7.5 depending on what university and what league your university is in, right? But B1 on IELTS is usually around 6 or 5.5, 5 to 6. That's B1. Yeah. If your grammar is good, if your grammar is worse than it's, you know, I don't know.
Oh, Mom Halfi asks, sometimes it's difficult to hear people with some accents, Indian, Thai, Taiwanese, don't get me wrong. Hey, 100% I'm with you. Even though I'm American, even though I'm in America, I've met Americans and I hear their accent and I'm like, sir, no offense, I don't understand a word you just said. Because I was in Texas, so some of the country folk, they got real strong country accents. They're talking
country accent. You can't really hear anything they're saying.
they got some nicotine in their mouth. They're like, hey son, could you help me out today?
Yeah.
It's a real thing. And if anything, if you're hearing someone and their accent's hard to understand, just say, hey, I'm sorry, but I don't really.
Could you slow down?
Could you slow down or
enunciate better?
Yeah, like. For me personally, I see nothing wrong with telling someone, "Hey man, your accent's pretty thick. Could you make it easier for me?" And 9 times out of 10, they're like, "Oh yeah, no problem." The 1 out of 10, that's probably not someone you want to be around.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah. If they start reacting aggressively, just walk away or run. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Scotland. Apa tuh Scotland? We were doing a Texas accent. Selain bahasa Inggris, bahasa apa lagi yang lu bisa? Español.
Poquito.
Nosotros.
Hey man.
My grammar is horrible. Puedo hablar español. Él puedo entiende español, pero nuestro español no es muy bien. Yeah.
You still got it.
I still got it, kind of. If you guys understood what I said, I have a story about accents. Yeah. So, I went to Thailand pretty often because my parents were living there, right, during university. So I was living in Indonesia, my parents were living in Thailand. And when we had to go through immigration, the immigration officers, they were Thai, right? And she was talking to me in English. She said, your visa is expired. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I don't need a visa to get into Thailand if it's less than 30 days. You don't, if you have an Indonesian passport, right, because ASEAN. So she was trying to tell me that my visa was expired, but her English was so Thai heavy, the accent was so Thai that I couldn't understand. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry, can you repeat it one more time? Like, I don't understand what you're saying. Like, even though I'm pretty good at understanding people, yeah, it's not that hard. If you know the English language, you can kind of understand what people are saying. But, whoa, that time I couldn't hear nothing. And she got angry at me. She was frustrated. She was like that, and I was like, it's not better, like, you have to speak slower, you know. But in the end, I think she got tired of me and she just stamped my passport and just let me walk away. So that was the only time I could not understand what someone was saying. That was it. The immigration officer in Thailand. Yeah. But what is that?
What local tribe language in Indonesia can you speak? None.
Sunda.
Boso Jo or Iso.
I cannot speak Sundanese. I can speak with a Sunda accent, but I cannot speak Sundanese. Yeah. Okay, what else?
British face features. I don't look British.